Good morning, good morning. We are 7 minutes away from CPI, and from what we can tell, we're bearish today. This is the high and low of the New York session start. This is the high and low right here. And we see price dipped down into that 0.72 and is now going higher. So we should see, theoretically, we should see price start selling off maybe in this area here. We're less than 6 minutes away from CPI news release, and I'm expecting a bearish move on gold. So let me go ahead and just give me a moment while I get the link sent out, and we can alright, here we are, and let's do this. Okay. Let's see where we go from here. Okay, sorry if you heard that echo, but okay, so here's what you would do. Today is CPI and we have 4 minutes left. I'll explain how you take this trade in about maybe, we'll say like 3 minutes. Sorry about that. In about 3 minutes we'll explain this. Alright, we see it's kind of like ranging right now because we know we're about to have an explosive move upcoming, right? So what we need to see is we need to see price kind of fake an up move because we're expecting a huge down move, okay? And because we're expecting a huge down move, right, in the next 2 minutes, okay, so in like 2 minutes you're going to take a trade. If you're going to trade CPI, okay, I'm only trading it on my personal. I'm not going to trade this on the trade copier because last time with FOMC I got screwed. So the idea is you take a $3 stop loss, right, and your take profit is going to be $9, I believe, right? You could take probably 2.5 if necessary, but 3 is fine. And on USD JPY, you're going to do the opposite. So I'm probably, the trade copier is not going to see this trade, but I will take it probably on a personal account. And what I need to see on this one, I'm also selling USD JPY, and we're selling it for USD JPY, your stop loss is going to be around 16 to 18 pips, and alright, let's see, take profit will be 3R as well. So we will see which one of these works out. It's just starting, so obviously I wouldn't have entered right now, but I'm just using this as a where I might put it, right? Okay, so we are going in about 30 seconds, so this would be a good area to enter with a stop loss at around here, right? And take profit. So you should be taking this trade if you're going to trade CPI. Here's the trade you're taking right now. You should be looking to enter the trade right now. Okay? Okay. Good luck. And we'll see what happens. We have less than a minute to go. You could just watch if you want. I guess we'll find out how it plays out in 18 seconds. Okay, so gold went the opposite and UJ hit take profit. Pretty simple. Let me know how you guys did, if you took the trade or if you were watching. But basically, it hit it right on the money too. TP was a little bit higher, but still. I still think it could keep going down. But if not, then you could always exit early. So the idea is that you sell both that are negative correlating here. And as you can see, obviously we were wrong on the bias, but it doesn't really matter because we hedged the UJ, right? So if we look at the daily chart, here's what it looks like. Huge bullish candle, which probably means we're not going to get a trade for the regular gold setup. But did any of you take this CPI trade? Let me go ahead and put this back on the 1 minute chart. It's actually setting up for our regular trade right here. Personally, I'm not going to take this trade, but it is setting up here. Okay, never mind. I don't think it's going to. The wick is getting big. Alright, pretty good in terms of the setup. Nothing special. Using 16 pips, you would have got your 3R, but it actually went to 3R on the dot. Like maybe a few points lower than 3R. Yeah, like basically 1 pip. And gold looks like it wants to reverse. I do believe because the daily is so bullish, I doubt that it's gonna come down and be bearish. So I still think it has room to go up. It may even go up into this area right here. If I can draw. I can draw like this area right here. It might go up into this area. And what this area is, if I drop on the 1 hour, it's like a area of like break and retest. So I do think, if anything, it could reach up into here or maybe even go up further. But other than that, I think that gold trade is pretty I mean the CPI trade is pretty much over. It's done. There's no more. We could probably see another setup for the regular gold trade, but as far as this, UJ made money and gold lost, but overall profitable. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so this still looks, it still looks like it could go down further. Alright, I also wanted to take a look at pound USD. It had a win yesterday as well, guys. Let me see if I can show you. So yesterday we had, do I not use, maybe I use FXCM, let's see. Okay, so yesterday it had a win right here. And let's take a look at today because I want to see how it does. Okay, so we're gonna go on the hourly, and on the hourly we saw the high is actually right here. I think CPI would have messed this up. The swing low is right here. And if I go back to the, let's see the 15 minute. Yeah, it had a swing high here and a swing low here. And the 1 minute shows that it would have entered the trade right here, short right there, and I don't think it would have profited because I think the lowest it went, yeah, I don't think it would have profited. So probably before news you exit the trade because it's CPI, but you wouldn't have gotten a nice setup on pound USD before CPI. It was in profit, but the most you would have gotten with the 15 pip stop loss was only 1R. But if you took it, assuming you took it maybe, let's see, if I have to think, assuming you took it maybe right now when it's starting to create imbalances, so maybe like this imbalance right here, we could see how it does the rest of the day, right? So I'm going to draw the imbalances right now and see if you were waiting for news to hit before you entered a trade. You have an imbalance there. You have another imbalance right here. And clearly have an imbalance right here. So if you enter on one of these with a 15 pip stop loss, we could see how it does. Okay. We'll see if GU provides a trade. On gold we have it reversing here. We still don't have an entry on gold because I don't see any engulfing candles here. So there's no setup. We're still bearish on the day, don't get me wrong. We just don't see a setup. So maybe what will happen is it's gonna do something like this. It's gonna come up, maybe not that high, but and then go down, right? It's gonna maybe do something like this. It's probably what's gonna happen. I think that's what we're waiting for right now. Okay, so here it's bouncing off this imbalance, which is also creating a engulfing candle right here, but it looks like it immediately, so taking a stop loss, assuming you enter right there and your stop loss is 2.2, I would like to see it come up a little bit more, but this could be what happens. You could take a smaller risk because it has to come all the way down here, which is before the news reacted, right? It has to come down all the way. So if you were looking to take a gold trade, maybe taking a small position right there. I didn't take it again. I think you would hear if I took the trade, because on this trade I would take it on the trade copier as well, which is, it would make a noise if I enter the trade. But I haven't taken it, and we'll see how it plays out. After 1R, it's probably going to move to break even, but we'll see how it plays out. It went up immediately, which is a good sign, because a good entry would have been, you would have gotten a good entry, because as soon as the candle closed, it shot up. So I doubt this is 2R. Your 2R is probably like here, but we'll see how it plays out. At 1R, it goes to break even. So because if you got a good entry, it would have already hit 1R. So you might get stopped out at break even, or you just hold it a little further. Hold it till it goes a little further, then move to break even. Okay. So maybe it's gonna give us an entry that I will also actually take now. So I do want it to maybe trade back into this imbalance right here, or at least this one here. So if it comes back into this imbalance like this, then I will probably look to enter the trade. Let's see. Okay, so the idea is that it's probably going to retest this, right? This imbalance right here. And if it gives us an engulfing, we'll take it. Let's take a look at okay. In this case here on pound USD, we do have this imbalance and this imbalance. I would rather this one here, but if we were to take it maybe right here. 15 would be right here. And 30 would be right here. So these are the current setups we'll be looking at. Gold still does not want to provide us the entry yet. Okay. We just have to watch. Maybe for the next 20 minutes, we probably won't have anything. I'm going to take a look at what other news releases we have coming up. Maybe not today, but tomorrow. Okay, so we have pound GBP later today. Not sure if we could take a news trade on that, but tomorrow we do have more USD news tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow we could take... We'll take a look at some USD news for tomorrow, okay? And then we have, I'm going to look on the 14th, we have some Monday, we have AUD news, which we'll talk about as well, but we'll probably talk more about that on Monday morning. But AUD news on Monday will definitely be a trade we take. And then on the 15th, we have NZD news. The 16th, we have AUD news and GBP news. So we have quite a lot of news next week that we are going to trade. Now, when we are trading the news releases and I tell you the setups, remember to always risk... let me go ahead and choose this. Anyway, remember to always risk 1% per side or less. Do not risk more than 1% because the trades could lose. I know we have like 100% win rate on the NZD news, but we could always end up losing it. Give me 1 second, so I'll be right back, and then we'll talk about the news on tomorrow. Okay, 1 second. Alright, so I'm back, and let's take a look at what's going on now. We have GBP USD has not reached our entry quite yet. Gold looks like it almost reached, right? But then it's falling off. I think it will reach up here before it goes down. And we can see that it wants to give us our entry once we get up in here, because it's slowly taking these swing highs that it's forming, it's breaking them and reversing, right? So this one here, it just broke it, but I would like it to break it in this area, go up in this area, and then start dropping. As far as GU goes, I do want GU to get up here. For GU, there's not really any set like thing to do, right? Like as soon as it gets in this area right here, you just take the trade and then you wait. That's pretty much all you're doing. Okay. We're still looking for engulfing. On gold, we don't really use the imbalance, right? I'm just using this as like an extra confluence of where price wants to go. And as you can see, it hits this and then completely drops. So maybe here's the trade, guys. And I might set this up. Let me see. If I could set this up in time, I'm going to take it. This might be the trade setup here. And let me see if I can get magic keys open in time. No, it's ending with a huge wick, so maybe not. Maybe not. I'm looking though. I do need to see it go down. But this might be the setup here. If this stays like this, that's the setup I'm going to take. And we'll take less than 1% on this trade. I do believe, let me check what my risk will be. My risk will be about half. Let me go ahead and get this trade ready just in case we get it set up. It may not set up, which is okay if it doesn't get set up. Stop loss will be 2 pips above the high, right there, and take profit will be 2R, which would be down here. If it does set up. No, it's failing again. Yeah, this wick is too big. I guess we're just waiting. Okay, so we may see if this goes below here. It still has 30 seconds. Okay, I think I'm going to take it, guys. We have 15 seconds. If this goes how I want it to go, we are taking this trade. So this will be our entry. Maybe I'll wait next candle for it to go up a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm in the trade now. I just went in when the candle was green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out. I'm editing my take profit. Okay, so I'm in the trade and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I got in like around here, right? My stop loss is about 2 pips above this. So it's like 29. And take profit is down here. It's like a 2, maybe shy of 2.2 R, something like this. So it could end up losing immediately, right? But we'll see. Yeah, so I traded UJ because it has like an inverse of gold. And I didn't want to trade NQ because NQ has a lot of whipsaws. I took less than 1% on this trade here. So if it loses, it loses, but let me check what my stop loss is at right now. So if it's right here. Okay, there we go. I fixed my stop loss. And on gold, we have a, what's the spreads? Okay, spreads are like 1 pip, which is okay. Alright, now we just wait for the trade to play out. Actually, my trade is in the money, so I think I got in like over here. Maybe like right here. Once this gets 1 to 1 R, I'm going to move my stops to break even. So we may hit break even pretty quick, which is around right here. If it keeps going down, looks like it still wants to retest higher. Wow, look at this volatility. It's 9 a.m. so okay, we're almost close to break even. We would like one big push down to secure that break even. Did you end up taking this trade? We're still waiting. it doesn't want to move fast. If it does not hit break even soon, I may just exit this. I mean, if it does not hit 1R, I may just exit this trade, because it's not really doing what we want it to do. Oh, here it is. Here's the move. And actually, I'm going to move my stops to break even, I think. So if it stops us out, it stops us out, but we're pretty much break even. Oh, here's the move we like, right here. We are now over 1R. And now this trade is risk free, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and probably wait to see if it bounces off. It's already a break even, right? So we're not losing anything if it does come back up. It would be nice if it wins, but if it doesn't win, it's fine. We lose nothing. And I'm going to edit my TP and put it to, actually it's a little bit above 2R, so I'll put it to almost exactly 2R, just in case it does drop. But at this point, this trade is risk-free, so there's nothing, we're not losing anything at all, right? This trade is risk-free. And that's pretty much all we had to do. Now that it's set, we just wait. While we look, let's see, did look at what USD JPY, I mean Pound USD did. Pound USD basically went into our area, this, right? The reason my entry was up here was because it was respecting the Fibonacci from the high to the low. But if you had taken it right here, let me see, right here, where the imbalance starts, and you took 15 pip stop loss and 30 pip take profit, I'm telling you guys not to sleep on this method. This Pound USD method is also really good. Let me see how gold's reacting. Okay, gold is still dropping. Now, while we just wait to see what happens with gold, I want to talk about the news tomorrow. So let me quickly take a look at the news tomorrow. We have, okay, tomorrow we have USD core PPI. So the last time it was July 13th, right? So what I'm going to do is July 13th, I'm going to take a look at our, I'll tell you if our trade has hit TP. Our trade has not hit TP yet on gold. It's going though. It's currently at break even, so technically the trade is already, it's okay. It doesn't matter what it does now. I'm not going to exit manually. USD JPY, we'll take a look at July 13th, and we'll take a look at July 13th on gold. So here's July 13th, right? And we have 830 right here. So if we did stop loss of 16 pips, right? Oh, we're selling. Sorry, we're selling. So we have to flip this over. Remove this, and we short it right here. This would have obviously hit stop loss, right? If we go to gold, and I'll just use like, I don't want to use something we're using right now. So let's go take a look at, oh, we're using this one, I think. Did our trade hit TP? It's almost hit TP. I'm going to move stop loss a little closer to TP right now. That way we've locked in some profits if it does flip back. Okay, we've locked in 1 hour, so it doesn't really matter what it does now. Okay, okay, yeah, we'll just watch. Okay, we're not touching the stop loss. And let's take a look at July 13th really quick. July 13th is right here. So 8:30 is here, and if we were to say we shorted price right there, you would have got stopped out. So July 13th was a losing month, right? But that shouldn't discourage you, because let's go look at June 14th, right? Let's go back. June 14th was, I'm just going to clear the drawings here. June 14th is right here. And I could see this one lost on gold. So in July it lost both on gold and USD JPY. I don't really take USD trades, right? So this is why I'm just looking to see if we could possibly take a trade tomorrow on. So June 14th is, I do believe it was June 14th, right? Yeah, June 14th, okay. So here's June 14th, and we have the trade right here. You short this right as you put 16 pips stop loss, right? So it never got hit, and you got your 3R right down here. So in June you won, in July you lost. Also, our trade, I exited my gold trade, by the way. I moved the stop loss, and it hit stop loss, like, as in it's out of the trade basically. So if it's in profit, but because I moved stop loss, let me go ahead and show you what I did on gold. So I'm out of the trade now because I moved stop loss to above this candle right here. So I got about a 1.3R trade. It should have been a 2R trade, but because, like I said, my take profit was a little bit lower, like I think it was 2.2, it didn't quite get down here, which is okay. I'll accept that I only got 1.3. It's fine. But if you're still in the trade, you can exit the trade. Let me see. Okay. We have news on Monday, but as far as tomorrow, I don't think we should trade. I personally don't think we should trade USD news, okay? Because if I go back one more month, and I think we'll end the stream off after I explain why we probably don't take the trade. We do have GBP at 2 a.m. Maybe that's the trade. I'll look and see, and I'll let you guys know in Discord. But we'll take a look at one more month, and that's May 11th. So we'll say May 11th on USD JPY, May 11th. Right here. If it won on May 11th, we may take this trade. So on May 11th, the news was at, let me check. It was at 8:30, I think, right? Yeah, it was at 8:30. So if I go back to here, and we're just gonna play the replay because I want to make sure our entry was in the last 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the last 5 minutes, right? So assuming you entered a short position here with 16 pips and your take profit was 3R, I don't think, oh, it may have hit 3R. Yeah, it did hit 3R, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. It did win in May as well. So you could possibly take it tomorrow if you want to. I think it could work out. Gold is still playing out. If you're in this trade and you're break even, it doesn't matter if it comes back up and taps you out. You didn't lose anything, okay? So don't be too worried about trades that come back and tap you out. As far as profit potential goes, it did hit its 2R target, and yeah, overall it didn't hit 2R though. Overall 2R is down here somewhere, right? But because we got a good entry on this, we got it like in the middle here, like near the top, we definitely hit 2R. I think it was like right here. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we will see what to trade. We may trade pound USD at 2 in the morning. I'll let you guys know in the Discord. Have a good day, rest of your day, and I'll see you later.